Welcome to the Neapolitan Scoop Podcast. My name is Steph.
My name is Shay.
And my name is Rose. Thank you for tuning into Neapolitan Scoop Podcast, where you get your weekly scoop. If you have not subscribed to our podcast, what are you waiting for? Go subscribe right now. Before we get started, quick disclaimer, this is created for adults. Our content is for adults, no kids. You can subscribe, you can like. Just make sure that you're not watching our videos because this is for adults. With that being said, we want to introduce our special guest, Davis. Davis, you want to tell us a little about yourself?
Hey guys, what you doing? How you doing? I guess a better question. My name is Slow, and they call me Davis, but you can call me Slow. Because if you move too fast, just my parents. So yeah, I was, they could be in Neapolitan Scoop, a little bit of fun.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. That being said, you might hear our little baby in the background. Shay just got a little baby, so you might hear him in the background.
It's a fur baby.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna show y'all real quick because everybody's gonna want to know what kind of baby it is.
Shay, you pregnant? You were pregnant, you didn't tell me? No, don't show the camera. Actually, introducing her baby before we jump in. Our content is created for adults. If you're children, please make sure you do not watch. So while Shay's doing that, let's send it over to Shay's question.
Sorry.
You need to get into your face.
So first question. Would you get someone's name or face tattooed on you and have you?
Absolutely not. Never. Period. What?
Wow, that's not.
What? I was getting my mom tattooed on me.
Your face?
Not on my face, absolutely not. That was going on my face. I was born with it.
Oh, you said or on you.
Yeah, basis. So I understand if you get someone's
I mean, the only face going to be Jesus Christ, and that's pretty much what I do get. But I have not done it in 32 years.
I was ready to your God.
Yeah, no, but
I said Jesus Christ, his face. Jesus Christ.
like the face of venture Jesus. But there's controversial what you really look like. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well,
The Bible said that you should treat your body like a temple.
like a temple, right? But the temple get decorations. They don't put on and incense and all kinds of stuff.
Not me finding the little expectancy.
Go to a synagogue. You think you want some bare walls in the synagogue?
That's not a human body.
That's a temple. It's a temple. This is a temple. We talk about temple. We talk about.
They said your body is a temple. But that being
Yeah, we're
said, I
talking
would
about
never get somebody's name on me or
The
face.
temple that is being carved is made by a man. So who's to say that that is a temple?
But that's what they're using to describe.
That is what the man is using to describe.
So what do we call a temple? If we don't have that
Your body
outside of our body, what are we supposed to refer to?
have a tattoo.
Y'all are upsetting my baby. Okay, he doesn't know how to act too much loud noise.
All I'm saying is,
Your body is a temple.
I'm sure we'll get
So, will you get somebody's name or face tattoo?
mom, dad, kids, wife, for sure. It's not portion of my body. Like certain people personally in my life that win, lose, and draw are going to be a part of me forever,
That's true.
right? So, and that's what tattoos are supposed to represent. Things that are a part of you forever.
Baby daddies do not count.
That's controversial
It is.
concept because if it just stops at that for sure, right? Because yeah. But then again, it's based on each person, right?
Yeah.
Because this is the thing that I say. All this stuff is based on us individuals, right? Because some people can tolerate this, but they can't tolerate that.
Yeah.
Right? I have seen females that do not mind being called out their name. They
like it.
Right. And if you keep that food, it's a problem. Like it's World War III, And so it's like, well, wow, that's crazy. That's okay, but this is not. But so everybody reserves the right to be an individual, right? And reserves the right to say, okay, well, these are my preferences and these are the things that I don't like. But when it comes to tattoos, it's like that's supposed to be permanent. Right? The initial concept of tattoo wasn't to get the legs removed in 30 years, right? It was to keep it, right? So
People do though.
that's what they're doing now, right? So technology is at that point, But like stuff like my mama, even if she curved me out tomorrow,
You still gonna love her.
that's mama. She is a direct reason why I'm going today. Even though we don't see our lot of things, without him genetically speaking, I'm incomplete. You see what I'm saying? So for me, to do that, I don't have a problem putting those type of people, but that's
Right.
Okay, did you get some space or do you tattooed on you? Not even your family, like David said?
I mean, I got my daughter's name on me, but it's like my daughter's gonna be on like every day.
You birthed her.
Right, like she came out my body, I made her, so But as far as a dude, I feel like dudes can be so temporary. So
Yeah.
I'm similar to what he said. Like if it's not a husband, I'm still very skeptical about that because people get divorced all the time.
Definitely.
And I don't want to say, well, I love him at one point in time. I mean, we ain't together, so the day I die, I don't know if I can just say, I'm gonna put your name on my body and just be like, oh, cool, because what if we get divorced? And I don't want to say what if, but shit, it happens, right? So if we get divorced, now I got a new nigga named Dante. My last nigga name was William. Now Dante hit me from the back and you see William, like,
that's true. I think that's how I'm
most females it'd be a whole new name somewhere. So I'm not gonna be stamped by some previous guy and have my next nigga looking at my back like, who is William? Like,
You just gotta add the S. That's a good thing about you.
anything from the back to the face. Like, your face is what you get. Your face is like the first thing somebody sees when they look at you.
You got a whole portrait of something.
You want somebody else's face on your face.
That's straight.
Yeah.
The question was, would I take somebody's face on my body?
So he says your face,
No.
your face, or on
No, take a picture of my mama on my
Can we
arm.
repeat the question?
But I would take a picture of my mama.
Tattooed on you, so it really doesn't matter where.
Yeah.
But if in relation to Chris Sean and
She
See, that's crazy.
Yeah.
so that shit was fake. I'm like, as I said,
I know it's fake.
You can't do that. Sorry, that's politically incorrect.
Look at you,
She would be
stupid.
No, it's
that
not.
ridiculous. What's that ridiculous?
We're not political.
You're right.
We're not.
Right now, so retarded works.
We're talking.
Because that's the medical term for actual people.
Yeah.
We don't say stupid. Stupid works.
Stupid is not nice either.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Stephanie.
Okay.
Ridiculous is like absurd and extreme.
No parts to say absurd. We educate people got
Absurd.
absurd.
We have vocabulary. It makes no sense to us.
Simplest.
Term board. Like, what's the term? What's
You want to call it, and if you guys want to complain, we have what's the name?
Kevin?
Yes.
Reach out to Kevin.
Because this shouldn't be emotions and I belong here.
Don't be here.
Sorry.
Don't follow.
Yeah. So, which is
So, Steph, would you get somebody's face, name, anything on you?
My face is precious.
exactly.
I barely put these eyebrows on me. I'm not tattooed. First of all, I don't deal with pain. I got one tattoo.
And said, I'm doing it.
One. Because I died through it.
Ooh, girl.
I died and came back to life. Yes. But I was going through a very painful time in my life to where the pain that I was enduring was more than the pain that I was going
Like you have to sit there.
Yeah. But now I'm in more peaceful times and I'm much more happier. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like people who get all these touches on them, I think they're still fighting a struggle. Like they're still fighting a battle.
Necessarily. I like my tattoos if you see them.
Or they like pain.
They want to use themselves as art.
They like pain.
I like
Art.
I think of it as
You can just color on yourself and you
This is going
You would
for me. So
For me, it's like to me, it's like meditation. For me, it's like meditation.
I didn't even know Rose had all these tattoos.
I'm sorry. It's meditation, and the biggest pieces are always a little more painful. But for me, it's just like a breather. But that's what I'm saying.
Like, that's crazy.
It's because for me, it's with ADHD and everything going on with me, where I can't settle my brain into sleep. When I'm getting tattooed, that is the one time where I can actually focus on the pain.
Okay,
Back to mental health.
Yes.
So I'm exactly what
I'm
you're
focusing on the pain, so that means I'm not focusing on anything else.
And that
So 3, 5, 6 hour tattoos, they go by like a breeze because I'm actually getting to. It's like meditating.
my woman,
It's like meditation.
So back to the subject, would you use my name tattoo?
No names. I do have very significant things on my body, which I'm not going to point out because then if me and my wife ever get divorced, I don't want other people to know what they are. But my wife and I
did divorce, girl.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that enough.
But my wife and I have matching tattoos, so we definitely have a
have
tattoo. We
My
didn't want to
belly.
get names or faces, but we did want to get things that signify us. Like we've got
Like a
different.
heart or something, like something that y'all know is for y'all.
The one I'm going to give out is the time clock. We have a time clock, and it has our anniversary day when we first started dating, the year and the time, like the date, the month and the day that we started dating. So we started dating July the 7th of 2013, and we have our clock is facing 7/7. So other people that don't know what it is wouldn't know what that is.
Exactly.
They'll just think it's a time clock. So to us, like we get things that signify us, our relationship, but we won't get our names.
Yeah.
I just don't do names or faces. So at the end of the day, I know what they mean. If we ever are not together, other people won't know what those tattoos in our bodies.
That's good. That's a way to decode that shit. That's good. The whole name gonna tell you what the name is. Okay.
But see,
Or full face.
and that's where like kids, like, the concept of having kids were like, you can have a tattoo.
You know my daughter's name.
Or name,
Like
right?
you said. Look at her.
Once I'm for sure that knowing that we're not having no more kids, then I'm gonna get my kids tattooed on me for sure.
What? Yeah. Okay. Playing devil advocate, especially for the men.
You're right, Davis. The pineapple gets in different days.
I try to it's antioxidants. I'm telling you.
So what if, speaking of tattoos, what if you have a child by somebody, right?
Mhm.
All of a sudden, you get the child's name tattooed on you.
Mhm.
Boom. 16 years later, 10 years later, 5 years later, you find that child ain't yours. Oh no.
See, that doesn't happen with moms.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, so that's going to be my daughter. She done paid child support. She name tag. That's my son.
You have a technical discrepancy versus a reality, right? Because the technical discrepancy is biologically okay, there's the inconsistency there, right? But the reality is, regardless of genetically not yours or yours,
That's
it's 18 years with that.
Yeah.
That's 18 birthdays. It's 18 summers, that's 18 winters, that's 18 Christmases, that's 18 Easters, that's 18.
But it's like I said, my wife asked my brother-in-law that the other day. On 4th of July, that we're on the boat, she asked him, what would you do if you found out that my nephew was yours? My nephew's 13. And he said, at this point, that's my child. I'm
Attach the emotion.
Yeah. He said it's been 13 years. That's my child.
That's his son.
Yeah. Even if they come back and tell me that's not my genetic son or my biological son, that's my son.
So do you break it down to the child?
That's gonna destroy them.
I think at the end of the day, you have to be honest to them. So
I agree.
It's destroy them for the most part, but then I think they'll be okay with knowing who they have that raised them was enough.
right.
And then the mama will be shamed.
That. Because then they're going to find out the daddy knew that wasn't their son. And it's like,
Bro, I legitly watched a whole Netflix show about this shit, legitly. And the dad was trying to get rid of the baby that he knew was not his, but the mom wanted to keep it to keep the kids with. And when the kid was like 16, 17, they found out it was a foreign show. You had to get the word in the that shit was so good. It was so good, but that shit.
the twins.
And the kids got mad at the mom. It was all her fault. But the dad, the whole time too.
Yeah.
And he was just trying, like, to be honest, that nigga didn't even want you.
Yeah.
The mom, but you managed your mom.
Yeah.
But anyways, my tattoos. That nigga was trying to get his tattoo removed.
Yeah.
He never would have got it. So
It's crazy.
It wasn't his child anyway.
How about people that get your face named? How would you feel about somebody putting their face?
You're into what it is. If it's my husband,
I'm not trying to put anybody on blast, but I have somebody that has my face on their chest.
You know, he should feel crazy.
He does. Now he got a new wife.
That's why it had to be something.
That has to be my damn face.
That's
What is on their face?
That's
No,
crazy.
it's on their chest.
Oh,
That's
so if you take it straight off, then it's right there.
He got the shot. It's like he walk right now. Boxes on no shirt. Yo, hey.
Male perspective.
So it's a two-way street though.
Yeah,
we have to
talk about it.
discriminate because we all humans. The reality of the situation is if you do go from a past and that the present ends up being the past and then you move on to a different situation. Everything that you went through makes you the person who you currently are for that person.
So
They want you right now. So even though they might feel the type of way about it, they have to understand that they have to respect it. They have to embrace it because had you not went through whatever that was,
That's what you got Facebook for.
Child.
Facebook will send you their mommy. Do you remember what you was doing 10 years
I'm
ago?
not talking about to the current. I'm talking about to the current.
And they can bring it to the
You saying that
I don't want to see anybody's face.
well, bring it to their face.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's permanent. Facebook ain't permanent. You can delete that picture today. But Facebook will remind you real quick. And Facebook will, I don't know if Facebook is in tune with God. Because Facebook will remind you of going through shit. Facebook will be like, do you remember 10 years ago? When you're doing that Facebook. I don't think what the fuck you want to bring this up right now, Facebook.
All right. Next question.
That's Facebook.
Do you agree with how Krishan Rock and Blueface are going about their relationship?
Toxic.
It's very toxic. I do.
Very much so.
And it's terrible because kids look up to that shit and they normalize what they're doing. Like it should be accepted and okay.
It's not cool.
Nah, she
And then you have what's her name, Jaden or Jade or the new baby mama?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but
She's not helping either.
girl, that whole situation is crazy. But I just feel like, obviously not good for each other. And at one point, Krishan really tried to get her life together. And then just because of this nigga, all of a sudden he get locked up. Now all of a sudden, my baby daddy, free my baby daddy.
You're not
Girl,
cool.
to God and how you was progressing and how life was great for you.
She
Like,
has mental health issues,
you throw that shit out the door because the nigga got locked up.
and he's making it worse. I think her mental health issues are getting worse because of him.
Yes.
He's not somebody to help her.
And he has mental health issues.
Yeah, too.
Look at his background.
Issues.
He does not have a good relationship with his mother. He doesn't know his dad. It's like he just has issues all the way around, and he transferred them to her, and she had her own issues.
Yeah.
And it's like now look at them. They have a child that they're
Oh.
transferring them issues to.
That's in the
So that child is gonna grow up to be.
What part of those issues?
I mean, he already was probably because he was born with like alcohol syndrome or some shit like that. Like he's developing.
So they say. I don't think it's actually been proven yet.
For a baby that's almost one, he wasn't even like developing as fast. I mean, granted, he can always change with like therapy and different things, but he was obviously he was developing a lot slower than other babies at his age. And he had all the features of alcohol invalidism syndrome, whatever it's called, but he had all those like symptoms and features and stuff. And I mean, she was turning up pretty much when she was pregnant, so she realized that it's full fledged that it's a real baby, and she probably tried to change around then. But
So what do you consider full fledged?
she had probably
I think until she started showing it, maybe.
yeah.
Wow.
Maybe she didn't believe it until she actually got it.
She was drinking up because we found out she was pregnant.
He was saying that she was still doing all the stuff while she was pregnant when she knew, but it probably didn't change until she was showing. But then she had her life on track. She was good for a good period of time. Even after the baby that came, she was still good. But once he got locked up, like shit went left.
That's true.
I'm not here to judge her, but I'm here to say it ain't right.
It's not right. Do better for your child.
Yeah.
Your child come along, you got somebody to be a role
And I think that's why she was trying to get it together.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he was still dragging her down.
Because I'm sure he was still hitting her up, still doing her stuff.
I think they were dragging each other down. I think they fed off of each other.
Yeah.
Two toxic relationships.
So,
Toxic people.
that brings me to my next question. So, what was Krishan's downfall while dating Blueface?
Dating him, period.
That part. You should never went that way at all.
Yeah.
We need a toxicology report.
I'm just saying, Well, it's her downfall. I'm not sure what her relationship. Like, I don't know if she had both parents in her life. That's a good question to ask. Did she have both parents in her life? Because if she did have a father in her life, I feel like you choosing him was an insult to your father. Unless your father treated your mother the same way he treats you.
Yeah.
Because if your dad treated you like you were a princess, like you were
You would
the best
accept less than.
you would not.
Yeah.
You would be sitting there like, sir, what are you?
My daddy told me to avoid niggas like you.
So listen, I doing everything you saying until we asked the question if she was smoking the wrong type of dope.
That's true.
Like, because she could have been right.
What the
She hit the angel dust. She hit the angel dust. She's smoking the formaldehyde. PCP?
Okay.
Yeah.
Not remind them of
They came smoking.
Yeah. You had smoking right around
That's last year.
No, PCP.
Yeah.
Angel dust. So, if she was, if based on where they from, their environment, how the media and all that stuff, if she's putting all that, if he influenced her to hit the wrong type of dope, all of her upbringing, all of her principles, all that shit's gonna go out the window. So if she did engage in some shit like that off of pressure or whatever, trying to show him whatever, and she ended up that, and she's gone.
I feel like this. I feel like if us as parents, we let our children know that you are accepted by me, they wouldn't accept anything from no one else. It's like,
I don't know. Yeah.
Because you trust your friends,
Right.
you trust the people that you grow around, you trust the people that you trust, right? So I would think that you would pass me some laced marijuana, but some people.
wait.
I'm not thinking about all that.
Right. You can go react, not react, right? Shit all the time, and I'm like,
Deeper, because that goes back to our last episode about family. Is family thicker?
blood thicker than water.
It's blood thicker than water. Because sometimes your family be hating.
That's
And that's set you up for failure.
it's more brainwashing.
If you think about how she looked before dating him, she looked healthy. She was real athletic. The girl was like, she was glowing. She was fine as shit. And it's like after him, the stress hit, just everything changed about him.
He was a charming guy.
He put her down.
Very charming, very manipulative.
And she's only 24.
I don't know her background because I haven't researched her background, but he came from a rough background.
But it looks like her mom was there to support her.
His first song,
I've been there for her.
But what was her name?
down.
So let's find out about her dad. What was her dad? Let's look up.
All I'm saying, when you,
All I'm saying is, what was her name?
all right, so while we looking at this, let's put it together, right? Like it is successful feature that put him on stage, media is Tatiana, right? Let's see, but
I don't know.
bust down.
Yeah.
Let's see, right?
I
So,
don't think busting shit down
Right,
there.
She has 11 siblings. So I know she was either the youngest or somewhere in the middle of those children.
That's a lot.
So it's a lot of kids too. So they
Were they all from the same father?
I believe so.
it's a lot of
Crazy.
As a mother of three.
I'm not probably not.
That's a lot.
for them, baby.
It's my puppy.
Can you imagine you pay attention to 11 children?
That's expensive. And back then, they have daycare costs. Well, we have daycare costs. Each child, especially for a newborn, costs $3,500 at the daycare. A newborn.
Wait up.
3 newborns and a year apart. Each of them can't pee on their own. That's where homeschooling come in.
I ain't gonna lie. She got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, she did.
She got the shoes in the middle. That means I'm still sitting up here struggling with your recent siblings, and now I have more siblings. And she lacks attention.
Yeah. And that's the
And he gave her that attention.
They always fight for attention. And so that's where the daddy issues come in because your daddy didn't give you this. Well, here I am.
Yo,
I'm a man in your life.
Yo, that to our viewers, listen.
We forgot about the
Girls, if you have a girl, the daddy needs everything. If you have a boy, the mom needs everything, but a dad is definitely, you just need a two-parent household.
Definitely.
A good
And honestly, I'm gonna say this: like, if you don't have a two-parent household, 'cause shit didn't work out, make sure for a boy you have a male figure.
As a male role model.
If it's a female, have a positive male role model.
Yeah.
Just make sure you are replacing that absent parent with a role model that can a positive role model that can teach them those things, because you do need both. These are little babies. Like,
Her mom also suffered from substance abuse as well.
there you go.
And she was not around to take care of.
I mean, honestly, if we go back to Simone Biles, it's like,
Yeah.
Fortunately for her, she got taken care of.
Yeah.
And she could have been angry about the fact that her mom wasn't present, but she chose to take that and thrive. But there's people who take that and I'm gonna say this, there's nothing but the devil
Yeah.
in their soul. Because there's some people that's like, I'm not gonna let the devil take over my soul, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do better. But there's people that will let the devil, that the devil knows that they're so weak that I can take over your soul. It's like,
We say vulnerable.
Yeah, it's very
Vulnerable.
Because we just sound like
just be so sad. Just savage on my coat. Yes.
vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be real. Like, at the end of the day, vulnerability is the devil.
Yeah.
Vulnerable
The devil
takes advantage of people's
vulnerability.
vulnerabilities. Right. Yes, I get that.
Point back. Right. So
On that note,
Mhm,
we're gonna go ahead and close this out.
mhm.
we want to thank you for tuning into our podcast. Again, if you want to follow, please follow us on all streaming platforms. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok. If you want to join our podcast, feel free to DM us. If you want to present us with a topic that you're interested in discussing with the public or with us, DM us, send us a email. Our email is down there in the comments. I'll tell you. But please feel free to express yourself, leave whatever comments that you want to leave. You may not agree with us, you may disagree. We want to hear about
You're
it.
gonna play for Kevin though.
But I would say that we're not always right. So you may give us a different outlook into the situation that we're discussing. So now that we have a
Fudge.
Join us for some future episodes. Neapolitan Scoop.
it's a better perspective, because we was kind of biased.
Yeah, we didn't like putting y'all down in the routines. We need his help sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Every Sunday, you know,
What?
I'm going
What is it, Sunday? Fudge Day?
I think we call it
Oh,
Wednesday.
we can't do that with Sunday thing.
No, it's a thing. Sunday, Fudge Day.
But then we just have a thing.
I think I sent it to you.
Okay, I get it.
Anyway,
You called it what the fuck?
tune in next week for your weekly scoop serving.
WTF.
Bye.